I want to discuss an essay I wrote called Mental Illness and the Positives of Labeling. Okay, when discussing my condition with mental health professionals, I often found myself frustrated and stymied. What is wrong with me? I would ask. Very often they'd answer, I don't like to get into labeling, or I don't think labels mean much. And people would say things that labels are unnecessarily confining. It seemed to me that the lack of a label left me in the lurch. For most of my life, people have been flummoxed by my behavior. They wonder why I cannot remember where I was the previous day, why I could not find my way from one place to another. They're upset I fail to focus on what they are saying or to remember it. They can't understand why I don't recall what clothes I wore the previous day or why I may fail to assist in normal chores. They're offended that I talk inappropriately or brusquely. They're even more perplexed when they hear me suddenly scream in the streets or overhear me yelling in my house when they know I'm alone. People cannot understand why a seemingly intelligent person cannot hold down a job for more than a few days, why I cannot drive, cook, or even adequately keep my living area clean. Okay, at least in the past, I do pretty much keep it clean today. How could I explain behaviors that appear downright rude or inconsiderate? How could I explain the odd lack of usually expected activities in my life? I have emotional problems, I would say. We all do, was the inevitable answer. And I was left helpless. I just couldn't give any sort of answer. And, okay, actually sometimes, at least one time, somebody asked, what is the problem? When I began having impulse control disorder in a class, I didn't let any noise out, but my facial expression changed very bizarrely, and the teacher found it very distracting, as did other people when they're trying to concentrate. And I told her it was schizophrenia. I knew that wasn't true, but I had to tell her something. I have emotional problems doesn't do it. Okay. Finally, I was able to persuade a group of mental health professionals to give me the label that this group had given to another organization. I read, schizotypal personality disorder with obsessive and compulsive features. I let out a sigh of relief. So that's it. Okay. And finally, the horrors to which my emotional situation subjected me had a name. Okay. Now, I have since considered, I have actually looked at other things, and sometimes I say impulse control disorder, or as well as obsessive and compulsive disorder. They're talking about the same things. But impulse control disorder, I think, might be the best. Impulse control disorder is a very good label for all of the problems that cause me to act in a way that is distracting to other people. Okay, when I'm having a seizure of rage terror. Okay, impulse control disorder describes it. Okay, now I really think that we need, I'm not just a person who has schizotypal personality disorder or just a person who has impulse control disorder. I'm other things as well. But these labels actually are freeing, not confining, because they let me know who I am, and they give me a way to let other people know who I am. And who, in a way, in a kind of way that is to some degree a soundbite, because they don't have the time to hear my entire life story and know everything that went wrong. But when they hear schizotypal personality disorder, when I say impulse control disorder, they have, I think, an understanding that they wouldn't have otherwise. Okay. And I do think that it's important in that sense that we have labels that can tell us, what it is we're dealing with. And I hope you like what you heard and saw and will subscribe to this channel. Thank you.